stream, even though we are covering the we got some tornado watches and severe thunderstorms across eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas right now. Currently, we got 14 severe thunderstorm warnings. Looks like they're split pretty evenly. Let me get this. There we go. Looks like we got Johnson County, Newton County, Pope County, and Arkansas, Franklin, Crawford, Johnson, Madison, in Arkansas. Arkansas just got extended out to 18 more minutes. Sequoia County, 18 more minutes in Oklahoma. Haskell County is at 18 more minutes for their severe thunderstorm warning in Oklahoma. Claiborne in Arkansas, Van Buren, Stone, Arkansas, Pope County, Van Buren again. Van Buren is under a damage threat of considerable, along with Conway County in Arkansas. Also have a severe thunderstorm warning in Orange County, Florida, Perry, Tennessee, and Wayne, Tennessee. As it moves east, we're going to see more in Tennessee, more than likely, throughout the night. Johnson and Pope actually got extended out to 48 more minutes. Franklin, Crawford, Johnson, Madison County, and Arkansas is extended out to 48 minutes. I'm going to go in here and see if we have any rotation happening real quick. I don't think we do, but I just hopped on here, so I'm not sure. And it looks like we got a little bit here. Let's see. Just up there near Mulberry. Here, that's kind of annoying. Let me turn these warnings off real quick. Let me turn all these off. Off, 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 off. There we go. All right. Let's go up here to our velocities. There's a lot of mountains up there, so up in the northern part, north of Fort Smith anyway. So it looks like we got a little bit of rotation up there north of Mulberry. Let's see if there's anything on the coefficient showing up. Inspector tool. There we go. Let's see how this goes against that. Right there, a little bit of a hook. Let me zoom out real quick again. Velocity, that's right there. That's kind of like out in the middle of nowhere, north of Clarksville and Lamar. We're some pretty good rotation there. And it looks like they had a little bit of a hook forming, but again, that's up there in the mountains. There's not a whole lot up there. Most of this is moving north of Interstate 40, so nothing crazy. Tad bit of rotation there. Not a whole lot of nutty stuff going on. But that could change any minute, especially as it starts to move east towards Tennessee. Let's see how far we are. Tennessee, Kentucky maybe tonight. All these storms over here. Looks like they got a little rain over there in Tulsa too. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I just got a funny message on my phone. Let's go over here. Looks like we're getting some rain. Not too crazy. Let me see how strong it is right now. They might get a little touch of maybe some pea-sized hail over there. Southeast Tulsa. Maybe a little bit to the north. Potential for hail up there. North of Tulsa and just downtown Tulsa, to be honest with you. Between Tulsa and Broken Arrow. Looks like the Broken Arrow radar is out, by the way. Let's jump back over here. Down a little bit farther south of McAllister and Wilburn. Got some rain going on down there, probably thunder and lightning. This is what I'm more concerned about there right now. Is on the, there's no rotation on the Oklahoma side, by the way. Just a little concerned about the rotation over near, that just moved west of Clarksville and north of Interstate 40 over there. Let's zoom in a little bit. Got a little spot right here. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the screen. Got some potential right there. Fort Smith, too, there's a little bit of rotation there, but let's see if there's anything showing up on coefficient real quick. Let's check out this blue area. Getting a little choppiness here. Old computer. Right there, 70, 66. Let's see if that's where the rotation's at. Yep, right there on the tip of the rotation. See if we get some inflow in there and cause a little bit more rotation. We'll see what happens. There we go. Let's see here. Watch out, buddy. Did my phone die? Come on, man. Bad timing. Hey, what's going on, White? Still doing some testing here on the system. Everything seems to be going okay. My computer kind of slowed down there a little bit. I think I had too many apps running. I'm just doing all this testing on an old laptop, so I'm not on the normal streaming machine. But let's see if I can get this to work on here. Good Lord, my phone's going off. I think it's trying to do that update that I didn't download last night. What's going on with you tonight, White? Anything exciting going on? You're not in these storms, these thunderstorms right now, are you? They came through here a few hours ago, but they weren't... the stronger storms were kind of to the south of us down there in Oklahoma, but we got a little bit of it. Nothing crazy. Looks like they're kind of tamed, actually. Just worried about that little bit of rotation over there north of 40. Let me check back on the Oklahoma side. Everything's cool over in Oklahoma except for that one part that's over there near, where's it at? Kind of southwest of Fort Smith over on the Oklahoma side of the border. A little bit of rotation there. Let's zoom in there just for the heck of it and see what's going on. If we got anything serious going on there. See what the wind speeds are. 5. Whoops. Where's my velocity, buddy? Well, first of all, my wind speeds are all jacked up. Let me go. Since I downloaded the update, all my settings went back to default. And it took off the imperial system. I think I put back on metric. And they've changed all their menus here. Let me go and see if I can. Satellite settings, is that where it's at? Nope. Nah, they keep making the. I changed the general settings back to imperial, but apparently I missed one. Where is that setting? That's messing me up. I think all the settings got moved to different areas. Gosh darn it. I wish when they do updates like that, it doesn't change your settings. Okay, I got that the unit of measurements to imperial. What happens if I do that? Didn't change anything there. I need that to show miles per hour. And not meters per second. I guess it's meters per second. Let's see, is there anything else I can change here? Satellite settings, it's not under that. MRMS, radar settings, miles per hour. Set to miles per hour. I don't understand why it's showing that. Go back over here. This is showing right, the DBZ. Correlation coefficient looks to be accurate. Differential reflectivity, dB, that's accurate. My velocities, though, are not showing in miles per hour. That's troubling. That's not good. Crap. Other alerts, tornado warnings, or thunderstorm warning. I'm gonna have to search for that in the help in a little while. Okay, severe thunderstorm warning. Let's turn the occupancy down. It's probably up too high. Polygon fill. Let's make that as light as possible. Gosh, that's really messed up. Here, let me Google it really quick and see if I can find that setting. Let's go to Let's see if I can go into here. It's it didn't change it either. There's got to be a way to fix that easily. That's just for that. See, it's showing miles in that, but I need the wind speed to be showing miles per hour, because I don't know how I can't convert. I can't convert metric to imperial that fast in my head. I want it to show imperial. What? I could have sworn it was under weather alerts. Gosh darn it. That's where it used to be. It's not under account management. Info support, keyboard shortcuts, custom location, data overlays, mesoscale discussion, severe weather. Mesoscale discussion, storm reports, NextRad history, spotter network outages, weather alerts. Darn it, come on. There should just be like a general settings thing here. Data overlays, account general. I figured it'd be under general. Display, radar settings, model settings, satellite. Let's try satellite settings. New scan, audible alert, follow. It's back under general, maybe. Display settings. Here we go. I'm gonna have to go through each and every one of these. It's not color tables. Velocity units of measure is set to miles per hour. I know I don't need to reset or restart the program for that to take place, because I've made other changes and it didn't need to do that. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Anywho, let me just get on here and just make sure we don't have any, we do have some rotation down here, by the way, but again, I can't convert meters to, I might have to pull up a website or something like that to do the thing. Let me get back to the internet really quick. Radar, omega, velocity. There's color tables. We need unit setting. To change the velocity units of setting in Radar Omega, you need to access the radar settings menu. The app allows you to switch between miles per hour, knots, and meters per second. Currently, I have it set to meters per second. Okay, so I need to go to radar settings. Again, this is all outdated information, I'm guessing. I saw radar here a second ago. General, maybe. Radar settings. I have it set to miles per hour. There's meters per second, miles per hour. Let me change it to knots just for the heck of it and see if it changed it. No, it doesn't. Let me go back and, whoops, not satellite. Let's go back to radar settings really quick. Let's change it to miles per hour. There's no save button, so I'm gonna close the app and let's close the app. It's still showing meters per second. I don't get this. I'm gonna have to submit a ticket or something because this is incorrect. This is really gonna mess me up. Coefficient. Let's just go down here for the heck of it. What's up, Braven? How are you doing today, buddy? All right. Well, there's nothing we can do about that right now. See, and then when I switch it to storm relative velocity, it comes up in knots. What in the world? That's so crazy. I think I'm getting closer though. I'm just double checking all these radar miles per hour. I don't know, man. Yeah, this one's got me baffled. Absolutely baffled. Come on, Braven. You're a tech genius. Figure this out. I need one of my tech geniuses to get in there and figure this thing out. Actually, you know what I could do? Let me switch over to the mag version and see if it's happening over there. Ah! I messed that up. Okay, let me do this real quick. Let's jump over to a different instance really quick. Oh, that's no good. Okay, let's go to the old radar meg on this one and check out velocity. Single site radar. Let's go down to Arkansas real quick. Let's go to this Fort Smith radar and go to velocity. Pull my inspector tool. Okay, yeah. It's showing correctly on that version, but on the Linux version, it's incorrect. Well, that is crappy. That is no good there, brother. Where was that rotation at anyway? Let's go back to here. At least I'll be able to read it on the other one. We got we got 24, we got 11. That's pretty good rotation over there, actually, guys. I'm gonna go back over there. Where was that? Near Fort Smith. Just west of Panama on the, it looks like it's on the Oklahoma side. What are you up to tonight, Braven? You watching any, is there any college football on tonight? I almost thought for a second maybe it had something to do with my perhaps a setting in my operating system that's overriding it, but it's not possible. I'm gonna have to submit a ticket. I think this, because it's a new update, they're just an error on the Linux side. It's working correctly on the Mac side. I haven't had an opportunity to check Windows. Let's change the metric. Change it back to Imperial. Mm-mm. Support at sdsweather.com. I'll shoot them an email tonight and figure out what's going on. Still got that little bit of rotation over there, just to the west of Highway 59. You guys are still in a severe thunderstorm warning. I don't think there's a tornado watch there at the moment. Let me just pull that up to make sure. As far as tornado watches, all the ones in Oklahoma and Arkansas have expired from what I see. The only thing that we have currently is severe thunderstorm watches in Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. So that's good. There's still a few areas where there was high wind advisories, and I think they lifted the. I'm sorry, I do not think they've lifted the flash flood warnings for Southwest Missouri and Northwest Arkansas right now. Those are still in effect. I know the ones in Arkansas were supposed to be in effect for another 4.5 hours. I'll double check the times on those in a second. Actually, I'll do that right now. Let's go to flash flood warnings. I don't want flash flood watch. There we go. Okay. So all these little areas, I don't know if it's picking it up on stream or not because the color's really light. So you can see over here in northwest Arkansas and northeast Oklahoma, they have about an hour left on those flash flood warnings. Just to the south of there, north of Fort Smith, they have about an hour, 2 hours. If you're south of Fort Smith on the Oklahoma side and the Arkansas side, you guys have about another 3 hours still left on your flash flood warnings there, so be careful with that. Let me zoom out a little bit and see if they've expanded at all. About 120 miles to the east of Fayetteville, Arkansas. They're under a flash flood warning for the next hour and 27 minutes. This tornado watch is for the next 4 hours. Don't expect it to last 4 hours. Let me put it in motion really quick just to see. I'd expect they would cancel that in the next hour. It says for the next 4 hours, but the areas that are being affected by the tornado watch is Conway, Faulkner, Perry, Pope, and Yell counties in Arkansas, in central Arkansas. North central Arkansas, looks like Claiborne, Searcy, Stone, Newton, and Van Buren counties. In West Arkansas, Johnson County, Scott County, and Logan County. These include the cities of Boonesville, Clarksville, Clinton, Conway, Danville, Darnville. I'm sorry, Danville. No, I'm sorry, Dardandelion. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Fairfield Bay, Heber Springs, Jasper, Leslie, Marshall, Morrilton, Mountain View, Ola, Paris, Perryville, Russellville, Waldron, and Western Grove cities in Arkansas. For aviation, tornadoes and a few severe thunderstorms with hail, surface, and aloft to 2 inches, extreme turbulence and surface winds, gusts to 65 knots. A few, how far up, how high in the atmosphere? It doesn't say how high in the atmosphere is up there. Tornado watch means conditions are favorable for tornadoes and severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch areas. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for latest statements and possible warnings. The tornado watch area is approximately along a 60 miles north and south of line from 35 miles west-southwest of Mesquite, Oklahoma, to 45 miles southeast of Flippin, Arkansas. Let's see here. Scattered thunderstorms are forecast to develop and intensify this afternoon and persist into the evening. The stronger storms will likely become supercellular, with all hazards being possible. A strong tornado is possible, EF2 to EF3. Large hail and severe gusts resulting in damaging winds are also possible with the more intense thunderstorms. The risk for damaging gusts will probably peak during the evening when upscale growth into the thunderstorm cluster is forecast. That's where we're at right now. It's currently 6:06 Central Time. So what else is going on? We got our eyeballs on this right now. Let me just check velocities really quick, see if you have anything rotating besides. Still have that rotation down there southwest of Fort Smith over on the Oklahoma side of the border. Let's just double check, make sure we don't have anything on coefficient showing up crazy. Make sure we don't have any cows floating around. It's questionable. We may have had a little bit of a touchdown over there by Bocashe Mountain. Again, that's on the Oklahoma side of the border, west of Fort Smith, southwest. Again, that's questionable. Up here by Bocashe, right here. There's a little line right there near Bocashe. It's on the northern part of the storm, but it's not unheard of. Right between Bocachet and Panama. It's approaching the approaching Fort Smith. Speaking of Fort Smith, though, let's got to keep an eye on just that little. Never mind. That was the river. I thought that river was something showing up in my coefficient. Bodies of water mess me up sometimes with the color scheme I have set up on here. I'll see a body of water and think it's a really low reading on my coefficient when it's really just a river or a lake or something. If you're red-green colorblind like I am, you'd understand. It does mess with you. So it's moving northeast right now from east central Oklahoma through just south of Fort Smith up through northwest Arkansas. What about Clarksville and Russellville area? Is that over on the Arkansas side? Here, let me search it for Clarksville. Let's zoom in really quick. Clarksville. I think that's where I almost had a little heart attack because of the lake, whatever that is, Dardanelle. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's looking pretty good right now. There's a little bit of a hook formation over there near Coal Hill. Here, let me put Clarksville right here in the center of the map. You guys have a little bit of heavier rain coming your way. Let's look at the velocities. There's a little bit of rotation over there just to the north of Interstate 40. Nothing crazy. Let's pull up the coefficient just to make sure nothing funky's going on. Everything's in order. It looks pretty good. Let's just go over the differential real quick. So there's Clarksville. What was the other one? Russellville. Is Russellville near Clarksville? Let me zoom out a little bit. Where is Russellville? Here, I'll just do a quick search. Are you SSEELL? If I could spell, I can't spell. Russellville, Arkansas. I don't see any precipitation over Russellville right now. Let me zoom out really quick. It looks like everything is going to the north of Russellville. The rain that's over there on the just south of Fort Smith may nick you guys in the next hour or two, but more than likely it's because of the track it's going northeast right now. It's probably going to go to the north of Russellville. We'll keep an eye on it either way. Clarksville, within the next few minutes, you guys have some thunderstorms coming through there. There's a little bit of a hook formation over by Coal Hill. I wouldn't freak out about it yet. And there's a right where, here, let me get my little drawing tool out. Let me zoom in too. So here's Clarksville, the town of Clarksville, just north of 40. And then here's our supercell. You see our little hook right there, and then you have a little air inflow right there. As long as that doesn't start spinning up, let's switch over to our velocity really quick. And you see the red and the green right there. There is a little bit of rotation. It's really scattered though. There's nothing. I'd be more concerned about the rotation that's north of Interstate 40 up there by Hunt here, and we can actually do something really cool. Let's take this drawing off really quick, and let's go to 3D view. This is probably going to crash my computer. Let's go to... Oh, it cleared up. Hold on one sec. Well, we'll still look at it. So... here's our storm. This is looking inside the storm right here. So we're going from south to north. We're looking at it from the south to north. Clarksville is over on this side. I don't know if you can see my mouse moving or not. Over there on the east side. And then we can tip the storm upside down and look at it from ground level. And what I want to look for... Can we do that with the velocity? I don't think we can. Shoot. Anywho's. Yeah, you guys are going to get some rain. I mean, let's see how strong it is. There's one little part over there by Hartman right now. It's super small that could possibly produce like small hail. But by the time it gets to Clarksville, it could be totally different. You're probably going to get some rain. Well, obviously you're going to get some rain. Just don't know the intensity of it. It's going to be moderate to slightly heavy. The heavier stuff is back over there near Barling, Barling, and Lavaca, Lavaca, Arkansas. Again, I still can't pronounce the name of that lake. Lake Dardanelle, Danelli, maybe? Is that double L's or double T's? Looks like double L's. Anyhow, hopefully it pushes to the north of you. The rain that comes through town is fine. I mean, you need the rain anyway, right? But again, I don't see any crazy rotation. Back here near the rotation that you're seeing over there near Dyer and Mulberry, it's right in the center of the storm. It isn't tornadic or anything like that. If I were you, I would sit back and enjoy the rain. I wish we were getting more rain here right now. But we'll keep a close eye near Clarksville for any potential rotation. I don't see any hook formation like we had like 4 minutes ago. It looks fine and dandy right now. Look at this one little cool strip down here by... I just moved down here by... Charleston. Just east of the Doppler radar near Fort Smith. That stronger rain is blowing into Denning and Altus right now. A little bit south of Hartman. Moving... let's put it in motion for the heck of it. Why not? Let's go back about 7 frames and let it play. You guys, depending on where you are near Clarksville, if you're there right now, you could be getting rain right now if you're east of town. It looks like you just had some rain come through. There's probably like a 4 or 5 minute break, and then it's going to start back up again. But again, you're not getting anything crazy. Again, there's a little bit of rotation there right now, right near that that lake, north of that lake, put it this way, between the lake and Interstate 40. Oh, it is double L. So how's it pronounced? Lake Dardanelle. Lake Dardanelle. English is my first language, by the way, but as you can tell, I'm not a pronunciation expert when it comes to some of these city names and bodies of water. When you start getting into Oklahoma, North Texas, South Kansas, parts of Ohio, they have these funky names for towns. Usually the Native American names totally screw me up. I have a difficult time. Like there's a town right over there north of Altus. It looks like a German name, Wiederkehr. I don't even know how to even begin pronouncing that. Um, Wieder Wiederkehr Village. I don't know if that's German. It looks German to me. But that is not my strong suit. I'm really good at reading radar though. And tracking. I know in Europe they have a friend of mine just came back from Europe, and a lot of the towns that they went to they couldn't pronounce the names because they didn't speak the language that well. And what they have done over in Europe is they have kind of like a grid system over there in some areas, and they've assigned numbers to it. So if you can't, for people who can't pronounce the names of them very good, they can just call out a number. I'm in area 22 or area 51 or whatever. You know what I mean? Sort of like we have districting here for like our school zones and stuff like that. Like I live in District 503 or 506 or whatever it is. I guess everywhere has that. I didn't think about it. I guess we all have zip codes, but actually I can search by zip code. If you give me, if somebody were to give me a zip code, I could put it in the search and search it that way. Sometimes, like if I can't spell the city they give me, or if I'm looking for a particular city, if somebody just gives me a zip code, I can put it in the radar and it'll take me to the nearest Doppler radar to their area, their location or whatever. I can pull it up. But anyhow, good news is the new operating system is running flawlessly. I'm so happy with it. The streaming stats are doing very good. I've been streaming for about an hour. I was streaming for about 20 minutes before I went live just to test it. And normally on the old machine, again, the video quality isn't where I want it to be right now. It's okay. But the good news is that we're not losing frames. If I was an hour in on the old system, I would typically have lost, between 10 and 15% of the frame rate on the old operating system and the old system that I was running. On the new system that I'm running on a much older, lower spec computer, in an hour we have lost only 0.1% of our frame rate, which is epic. 72801 Russellville. There's Russellville. Looks like they got a little bit of rain coming into there. What's going up there? How did that twist? They must have a wind coming out of the northwest just past Clarksville. Is there a little mountain range right there? There must be a mountain range for the wind to do that. Unless we just got a weirdo jet stream right now. I don't think we do. Or maybe there's some high pressure just to the north of Clarksville pushing down, and it's pushing the storm to the south. For example, if there's a high pressure zone, let's just use Clarksville for example. If there's a high pressure area just to the north of Clarksville pressing down closer to Daniel, say for example, Daniel Mountain had a high pressure right there, and then our cutoff was somewhere between Daniel Mountain and Clarksville. If we had a high pressure right there, it could technically press that storm down to the south. But who knows? I don't have that map up. I can pull it up. Let's see here. Let's go to radar. You know, we have supercomputers and stuff like that that can figure all this stuff out in a second, but it's kind of fun to do it longhand. You know what I mean? Instead of using a calculator for math, you're doing it longhand. You're kind of writing it out. I like doing the writing out method. Sometimes it's frustrating, but you can do it longhand and then see what the models say. I like doing it longhand first and then watching the models. Oh, where at, Gavin? Are you talking? Are you over in Arkansas? Over there near Russellville or Colesville, Ozark, anywhere over there? Looks like it's still stretching all the way from Fort Smith, south of Fort Smith, to Ozark, and then you get um, that little discrete one that's over there near Clarksville right now. It's kind of come off the main supercell, kind of broken off, sort of like the one near Hector that's over near Hector and Russellville right now, kind of broke off too. I urge you to go over to if you can do it, go over to Pivotal Weather, their website. Go to is that the her? Yeah, go to the HRRR. Scroll down on the left hand side to where it says severe weather. Hit the drop down menu and go to the mixed layer cape and look at it when put it on a forecast loop for the continental U.S. and look at it when it plays out when it gets to about 9Z, which is Zulu time, or GMT or Greenwich time, whatever it stands for. Look at Central Texas. Look at Central Texas right around, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right around between 8 and 9Z. Look at the Cape right there. And watch how it's just like, it's almost like a little dip. You can almost see the jet stream. It's almost perfect, like this curve, almost just like you would see on the map. And it's coming across that warm air coming up from the Gulf. It's amazing looking. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. This is really cool. I'll post it on the website later. I'll just put it on the homepage of the website tonight. It's really cool. Oh, you're near Russellville too? That's where we had another person that was in a chat last week from that general area. I don't know if they were in Clarksville or Russellville. Actually, I think they're closer to Colville. When we had those storms come through about a week and a half ago, I don't think they were under a tornado warning or tornado watch, but there were some pretty good storms that came through there. Maybe it was longer than that. Maybe it was 2.5 weeks ago. I don't remember. Oh, you can't hear my voice? My voice isn't coming through? Looks good on my end. I don't know. Here, let me type in chat. Um, I wasn't sure how the mic settings were. I can see my levels on the thing, but I don't know. I don't have my headphones on. When I put my headphones on, if I hear myself, I can't talk. First of all, I don't like the sound of my voice anyway, but when I put them in, it really throws me off. Usually when I have my headphones on and I'm doing a stream, I'm just listening to music or watching another YouTube video. Watching a techie video, like I was watching some Linux videos earlier today while I was streaming probably late last week, something like that. I just have to be really careful that the sound doesn't come through on the mic. I gotta let my puppy out in a second. He's still a little boy. He's a young pup. You gotta let him outside more than you have to let the older dogs out. Whenever he leaves the room, I get concerned because usually that means he needs to go outside. And he left the room about 5 minutes ago. So I think that's his hint to me when he starts heading out there that it's time for him to go out. Anyhow, if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, join our Discord. The Discord link, I believe, is in the video description. I think I did it right this time. If the link doesn't work for you, just let me know in chat and I'll double check it. But I think I typed it in right. I just copied and pasted it from Discord, so I'm pretty sure that it's working. You can follow us on X at WeatherZone411. Facebook a little bit. I don't get on Facebook too much. Every once in a while I'll post something on Facebook, but it's WeatherZone411, of course. What are the other social links? All the normal ones: X, Facebook, Twitter, X/X. We're on Pinterest. We're on something else and something else, but I don't really use those. Best way to check us out is usually on X. And of course, the very best way is Discord. If you need to message me, Discord is always the best way to message me because I get those notifications on my phone immediately. Sometimes the Twitter notifications and Facebook ones, they've been known to be like delayed by like 3 days. Sometimes I won't get the notification. But if you message me on Discord, I get it immediately. And no matter where I'm at, I can reply to you on my phone. So if I'm not streaming one day or something like that and you're worried about weather or want to know something about the weather in a certain area, just hit me up on Discord and I can pull up the app on my phone and look at your weather. Let me do a rundown of these warnings real quick. And then I'm going to let the puppy out to do his business. Currently, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in Lewis County, Perry, Wayne, Tennessee, Cook County, Texas, Love, Texas, Otero, New Mexico, Sierra, New Mexico, for the next 12 minutes. Cook County, Texas again, Love, Grayson, Marshall, Oklahoma County, 27 more minutes. Montego, Cook County, Texas, 27 more minutes. Franklin, Logan, Crawford, Sebastian, Arkansas, 27 more minutes. Pope, Van Buren, Conway, Arkansas, 27 more minutes. LaFleur, Oklahoma, Sebastian, Arkansas again is at 42 minutes. That's a duplicate. Grayson, I think, got extended out with Marshall County, Bryan County, Oklahoma for 42 minutes. And Otero just got extended out to 42 minutes in New Mexico. We'll take a peek at New Mexico when I come back. I don't think there's anything crazy going on over there, but we'll take a look at it just for the heck of it. Because the storms that are over there right now should be going through, crossing the border over into Texas. But like I said, with that high pressure that we have in the northern part of Texas right now, it's pushing it down to the south. So it's probably going to push it down through South Texas into Louisiana, eventually into Mississippi and Alabama, if it lasts that long. So anyhow, let me let the puppy out really quick and grab a beverage, and I will be right back, guys. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Again, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all that fun stuff. It only takes a second. It's free. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm to get information out to folks, and I'll BRB. All right, puppy, let's go. You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? All right, all right, all right. Looks like it's scattered out quite a bit. Let me see if there's. I'm not sure if that's highway or county road 22. I'm just going to check over there real quick and then I'm going to jump down to Boonsville. See if there's anything crazy there. What's happening right here near Blue Mountain? Oh, never mind. That was a little lake. I tell you, those lakes and larger rivers mess me up. All right, back to it here. Let's go over to. Let's go to star.nes. Let's see. This is a really cool website. If you got here, I'll link it in chat. If you guys are want to check out the Go's image viewer that Noah puts out, I'm gonna link this in chat. Copy. I know somebody was asking me about this a while back. Oops. Darn it. Oh. Let me copy. Darn it. What's going on here, buddy? Copy and paste. So that's the Star Goes page you can go to and look at all the different Go images or Goes images. This is here. Let me switch it really quick. So it might be handy to bookmark the website so you just have easy access to it. It's kind of funny because I use my own website more than I use other websites because it has all the links. And especially on your phone, I don't like bookmarking stuff on my phone just because it's hard to navigate. I like just going to my website on my phone and going to the stuff that I want to look at. It's handy. Okay, where was I? It goes image viewer, GIS. The Japanese Meteorology Agency. Their weather map is sort of like in black and white or grayscale. It's really weird. Here, let me go up here. What's the shortcut for that? Let me just try jpa.go. .jp, I think. Nope. Wow, they got a long ass webpage. Let's see. jpa.go.jp.bosai. Let's see if that works. Nope. Let me just Google search it really quick. Japan Meteorological Agency. Meteorological. Is it a society or agency? I think it's agency. Where's the link to... Wait a minute, did we get another warning here? Let me see if they've issued any new ones while we're at it. Let's see. Some of these are new. Some of these were severe thunderstorm warnings before. They've just been extended. Sequoia County, Oklahoma, LaFleur, Haskell, Adair, and Muskogee counties in Oklahoma under severe thunderstorm watch for the next hour and 4 minutes. Wise, Texas, Jack, Texas, 49 more minutes. Craighead, Mississippi, Arkansas, 34 more minutes. Sierra, New Mexico, 34. Scott, Logan County, Arkansas, 19 more minutes. Marshall, Grayson, and Bryan under damage threat of considerable with wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. That's for Marshall County, Oklahoma, Grayson and Bryan County. I'm sorry, Grayson County, Texas, and Bryan County, Oklahoma. So I'm going to show you the difference. Let's see. Landslide risk. That's not what I was looking for. That's the risk map. So yeah, let me Nah, I'm not even gonna mess with that. Here, I'll just link it on the website so you can take a look at it. But when I do link it, one day when you have some spare time, go and look at the Japanese Meteorological Agency homepage and go to Precipitation Nowcast and look at their map. It's really interesting. Let's see here. You've got to check this out. If you want to look at it right now, just Google Japanese Meteorological Agency. USGS earthquake usgs.gov. I don't know why the USGS site intrigues me as much as as it does, because there's so many earthquakes every day that are recorded, and some of them, for example, we had a earthquake that registered here in Gypsum, Kansas, I guess. Let me see if I can pull it up here. It was 2.9 on the Richter scale, but if I hadn't looked at this, I wouldn't know. So, what intensity was that? I mean, look at the interactive map. Their interactive map is actually pretty good. So the earthquake that was in Kansas was north of Wichita, just south of Salina, near Interstate 135. But still, I would have never known that, you know. Let's see something. Shoot. Let's go back. There we go. Okay. Anyhow, the USGS site, if you're into stuff like that, is really cool. Let's see here. What was their website anyway? Was it usgs.gov? Okay, earthquake.usgs. And of course, there's good old NOAA. That's just NOAA.gov. Move that over. And then, right, National Forecast Weather Prediction Center. WPC. CP.NOAA.gov. Whoa, what did I do wrong? WPC NCEP.NOAA.gov. WPCNCEP.NOAA.gov. Are you kidding me? National. While I'm messing around with this, if anybody needs a weather update on their general area or anything, just let me know. What's up, Samuel? How you doing, buddy? I'm just catching up on some work. I'm just messing around with a different operating system and trying to get all these bookmarks transferred over. I wish there was a way I could just copy and paste them and do it, but I'm having to do it longhand. Go over here. It's very tedious and time consuming. There probably is a faster way to do it. It's just that I am technological, I can't even say it, challenged when it comes to this sometimes. Kind of old school. I'd do it longhand. What's the weather where you're at, Sam? Oh, that's right, Mississippi. Mississippi. Anything going on down in Mississippi right now? Let's zoom out. You guys having you guys might have some precipitation later. I think there's going to be a bunch coming in through South Texas and the Mississippi. Or Central Texas, maybe. Let's see if the storms have started kicking up over in Texas. That's coming that way. I thought there was going to be some coming through New Mexico into Texas, then eventually Mississippi, but I might be wrong. Let's go to MRMS. Well, if it does, it's going to be many hours. Y'all have a little bit of rain down in the south part of the state. Near the, between, I guess, what is it, Interstate 55 and 59, south of Jackson. Man, there's a lot of rain South Florida, Central Florida, and over Lake Okeechobee right now. How hot did it get in Mississippi today? Yeah, I thought, what time is it now? Yeah, 7:30, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so midnight's in about 5 hours. So I'm not sure exactly what time the storms are going to be rolling in. I haven't run a model yet for you guys. I'll run one tonight before I go to bed and post it on the website. SBC.NOAA.gov. SBC.NOAA.gov. we're going to be using this website here in about a month or two. The whoops, I didn't mean to do that. The probabilistic winter storm severity index, better known as WSSI. I figure in about 2 or 3 months we're going to be using that. I need to brush up on that website a little bit. Because I have a feeling that we're going to be using it here maybe in about 60 days. Or so. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Pivotal weather, got that. What's up with their website? Have you looked yet at the which y'all's highs tomorrow are going to be? I'm assuming hot and muggy. NES DIS dot NOAA.gov. And again, I'm going to have all these websites linked to the website here in the next couple of days. There's just so many of them that I use. Oh my gosh. It's going to take me hours to get all this stuff linked on there. But I will do it. Here's the interactive map on the National Environmental Satellite Data and Information Services is pretty cool. Here, let me pull it up so you can see it. I used it like a year ago, and never got to really play around with it to see what all it can do. But from what I saw, it's pretty darn cool. Let's see. I don't really know of many um, like real world applications I would use it for yet. But that being said, it is pretty cool to play around with. Let me go back to National Weather Service really quick. I just want to make sure that I have the right one pulled up. Oh, Samuel, I actually have it pulled up. What time? Let's see. Let's look at the next 24 hours, how much rainfall they're expecting. It looks like in the next 24 hours, there's not too much in southern Mississippi. It looks like the majority of it's going to be up in the northern part of the state. Like if you cut the state in half, it's mainly up in the northern part. Looks like this heavier rainfall is going to be in the southwestern part. I'll run a model on the HER here in a little bit. I just got to finish getting these things in here real fast. Let me make sure I have this National Weather Service. Damn it. Or if you want to, just go to Pivotal Weather and you can pull it up for tomorrow. It's super simple. Easy peasy to use. That's another really cool website. I'm going to make sure I link that one too. Purdue.edu, the MRCC. You can track all the tornadoes back to 1950 and see every single one. It's mrcc.purdue.edu /GIS maps /CNTY torn hashtag. Ah, damn it. Ah, I did it wrong again. What did I do wrong? MR, not NR. There we go. I'll link it in, again, I'll link it on the website. I probably sound like a broken record saying it over and over and over, but it will. So yeah, you can go to the Purdue website and look at all the tornadoes from 1950 till last year. They're always a year behind because the years constantly they're adding it. So I guess they update it yearly, and you can check all the way from EFU, EF0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you can pull it through 1950 to 2024. You can just do whatever whatever year you want or years that you want, any month. You can filter it by injuries, fatalities. It'll show you the track, all the statistical data, how long it lasted, how big it got, wind speed. It's actually a pretty useful website when you're doing research on it. So underground. Let's go back here. I haven't used that website in a while. I'm going to link all these regardless of if I've used them in a while. Some of them I don't use ever, but I keep them bookmarked just in case. There's like a handful of websites that I use on a daily basis. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Is this the one? Oh, this is the one where you can go back in time, I think. How far back does it go? Oh my gosh, it goes way back. All right, you got to use Zoom Earth. It's a Zoom Earth. I'll link it. But if you just type in Google, if you just put in Zoom Earth Maps satellite, there's a really cool site on there that you can go, and you can go way back in time and see the satellite imagery. Like if you're doing research on a particular event or something like that. Like for example, I just randomly went to October 16th, 2016, and you can track whatever hurricane that was. Let's see. Tropical storm, hurricane. What hurricane was that? It just says category 3 major hurricane. It got to a category 4. It never made land, but it doesn't show me the name of it. It doesn't tell me the name. I guess I could just Google the name, but it would be a lot cooler if it just showed me the name. Wow, that's a really useful site. Let me bookmark this bad boy on here. Oh, Nicole. Hurricane Nicole. Let's try, let's go zoom.earth / well, let's just try that. Zoom Earth. I don't really want to do that. Block. Okay, so let's bookmark that. You can just type in zoom.earth in your browser and it'll come up. And again, I don't know how many years it goes back. Let's see. Wow. If you're into making videos or something like that about weather events, this would be a really useful site. Super useful. Or if you're just doing like a paper or you're writing an article or just doing research on your own about a particular weather event, this would be a super great website. Let's see. The Earl Baker model page. I haven't looked at this in a million years. Is this still updated? Do they still update this page? No. Last updated March 20th, 2023. Earl Barker. Earl Barker. Let me Google this. Let's see. Earl Barker weather. No. Let's go. Whatever happened to him? Damn it. Let's see. Damn. $13 years ago? What? In part of the continued series called Chasing 1, of course. The start of the next major step of Chasing 1 also. Tornado met at Oklahoma? Say what? What you talking about, Willis? Radar's not down at Fort Smith, is it? Do you know what zip code it was in? No, I know the severe thunderstorms, but was there a confirmed tornado? I haven't seen any reports yet. Or if you know the town, county, or zip code or something like that, I can pull it up. Whoops. Horrible. I can't stand that website. Let me see something here. Does it play? Let's try it anyway. Let me try one more thing. Let's see, net weather. Uh-oh, what did I do wrong? There we go. There it goes. Okay. It's just running a little slow. I probably need to reboot it anyway. Let me see. Let's see. That was a pretty successful test anyway. Hey y'all, I'm gonna hold on, let's see here. I need to restart the stream. It's been going on for a little while now, and I don't want to get a. I don't want to break any YouTube rules or anything like that because sometimes they don't like it when you stream too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and reboot it. My computer needs to be rebooted anyway. I've been doing some testing with the new OS, and I think the computer is kind of lagging at this point. I have too many programs running. I'm not on my normal streaming computer, so I'm kind of taxing it out. My normal computer could handle it, but this old thing that I'm using right now, I got 100 different peripherals hooked up to it and all this stuff. And I think I've stress tested it enough just to see if it would work. So anyhow, Samuel, you stay safe down there, buddy, in your neck of the woods. I'll post something to our website either tonight or first thing in the morning, showing you the model for your area to let you know approximately what time the storms will be rolling in. If they are, it may have changed since then, but either way, I'll get it posted for you. I hope you have a great night. I hope everybody has a great night. Stay safe, stay dry, and I will catch you guys later on. Have a good one, bud.